running the next scene out loud.
Wow, I mean, that's the type of discipline it takes to become a superstar, I guess. That's a real commitment to it. When you were first starting to work together, did you have a rehearsal period before filming? Did you get to kind of figure out who the characters were?
We met when he got cast. Nick Rogue and I went over. He was renting a house over on Doheny, and they were considering him for the part. At first, they were thinking, Nick Rogue was thinking Michael Crichton, because he was a very, very tall guy, and he's a writer. But so someone suggested David Bowie, and David Bowie was in town, so Nick Rogue and I went over to meet him when he was living on Doheny, and I thought he was perfect. He had the right look. He looked like he was from another planet.
He had that persona already a little bit.
The red hair, and very, very thin, and he was very, very nice, and we hung out for a while, and he really wanted to do the role. It was a nice big part, and I don't blame him. It was a great part,
So, just back up for a second. Did you say that Michael Crichton, the writer, was up for the guy that wrote Jurassic Park?
Yes, because I think I never met him, but I think he's very, very tall. So that would have been, in the book, I think the character is extremely tall.
Yeah, something like almost 7 feet tall, I think, in the original novel. I didn't know that Michael Crichton was also a thespian, so that I learned something here tonight.
I don't think he is, but
well, because he missed the boat.
Neither was David Bowie, not really. Mostly he was a musician and a singer.
So one of the things that I love about this movie, aside from just the incredible cinematography, beautiful performances, is I feel like the fashion story in this is so incredibly strong, Candy. Mary Lou gets some incredible looks, as we saw from that fabulous yellow dress on screen a second ago.
Pantsuit.
It was a pantsuit. Like with the tunic top, though.
Most of my clothes were from Fredericks of Hollywood, and the Day Glow was really out of style, but I thought Mary Lou would pick those limey greens and hot pinks and bright yellows, and a lot of it was from Fredericks.
How important are the costumes to you as an actress as you're figuring out who you are?
Very important. That really helps me create the character. If I just shot in this outfit the whole film, I would just feel like me. When I have a costume on, I feel like, someone else. And the hair and everything is very important.
Well, we don't have a Fredericks here that I'm aware of, but we have Piedmont and Cliffs like down the street. Maybe we can make a field trip later.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
It's sort of an unconventional arc that the two of you have in this movie. Boy meets girl, alien meets girl, alien loses girl, eventually you guys reunite at the end of it. What was it like trying to play through all of those points with him? There's some really dramatic, big scenes in here for you.
What was it like to do the scenes? It was a lot of fun because David was, he let me rough him up and push him around and, try to pull his dents off. There was, and also we had, as when I was an older character, we had that crazy love scene with the guns. And if you haven't seen the film, you're in for a lot of surprises, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, the gun scene was pretty intense, Candy.
That wasn't really my body now, come on. And that was a body double, but I really admire the woman for getting naked, She was about 60 years old. I wouldn't do it today, so don't ask. But no more nudity for Candy Clark, that's for damn sure. I'm not doing it anymore. In the 70s, it was mandatory. If you wanted to work, you had to be naked. But I'm not doing it anymore, so don't ask. But anyway, it was...
Noted.
Yeah, terribly out of shape. But anyway, it was great working with him. We had I love the toss the cookie scene. And when I accidentally scratched him when I jerked him around, and I was telling him to, you know, leave, and then begging him to stay, and telling him, you know, shoving him away and bringing him back, and he did get a little scratched. So there's a scene where he's looking down at his scratched shoulder, and you'll see it, and then he tosses the cookies. But there's a scene where, you know, I'm knocking on the door, and Thomas Jerome Newton has been in the bathroom for a long